do a ballet bun on thin, younger kids' hair, and I'm gonna also just talk about, while I'm doing it, what you would do for an older kid. But this is some of the harder hair that you could encounter. If your kid has layers or bangs, all this stuff still applies. So I usually try to get it wet. If you have it when they just got out of the shower, I just have a spray bottle. So the hair being a little moist for sure helps. And then cheap gel. If you have some other gel at home, that's fine, but I tend to use less expensive gel because then it really is sticky. A lot of the stuff now makes your hair soft, so we're not looking for you to be soft, we're looking for it to be nice and stiff. So I massage it through my hand so it's not clumpy, and then I just run it through on her hair also. Get all these like little fine pieces. Awesome. Cool. Does that feel good? It feels great. Okay. All right, so now for our brush. The brush is one of the single most important things.
I'll do it.
This is the brush. Oh, I'm gonna do it for you. This is the brush that we use for smoothing. It's made by Ace. You can utilize any smoothing brush as long as the bristles are really close like this and it's not one of those big paddle brushes. That does not work, but this is the best. All right, so see how that really just kind of smooths it down? And clearly, most toddlers, not toddlers, I know you're 5, you're a kid, sorry. Most little ones are not gonna sit still, so there. So I pull it into a low ponytail, which is right at the base of the head and right at the top of the spine. So then that way you don't have to worry about getting it all the way up on top. So I just use these little ones, but for someone with thicker hair or older dancers, you want to use like a really strong hair elastic. We like with the dance studio that it matches the kid's hair or that it's clear, so don't try to match the color of your costume with your hair elastic. So if you have blonde hair, they have blonde elastics, they have clear ones. But if you have really thick hair, you want to make sure that your hair elastic is a really nice and strong one. These little ones are great for younger kids because
I'm not young.
Yes, for 5-year-olds. So Leora doesn't have a ton of hair back here, so we don't really need to use this, but the one trick that you guys can use is a hairnet.
Ah!
So when you open it, it's gonna be really big. This is a dark brown one. I went to Rite Aid and they didn't have light ones, but they have invisible and blonde and black and all sorts of other colors. They come in packages like this. This just happens to be a 10-pack. They have less. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon too. They come in all sorts of colors. For Leora, I would get either a clear one or a blonde one, but they only had brown when I went today, so I'm just using this for the tutorial. But you see that it's really big. You can wrap it around a couple times, and this really keeps, so when you guys go to put the hair in a bun in the back, it can get a little unruly. Now her hair is really fine and small, so there's not like a ton to put under there. So I can really secure a lot of this, and she doesn't have layers, but if your dancer has layers and there's a lot of stuff going on, this just locks it all in. This makes your life so much easier. So with her hair, I'm just gonna take it and twist it around. And then I found these baby bobby pins. They have big ones, but these are little tiny ones that are good for little kids' hair. But if you can't find these, I've used for the past 3 years that she's had dances, I've used the bigger bobby pins. They're not bad to use. So my trick with her, because she does like to move around, is I will go and I try to just hold her head against my hand so that way she's not fidgeting. And then I just take the end and I start from the center and I pull it over. And occasionally you'll probably poke them with the pins. So see how I went and I pulled and I went up and over?
That didn't hurt.
No, it didn't. So see how her hair is kind of, turn around for a second so you can see the back. how it's not in a like perfectly round bun. This is where the hairnet comes in. So let's take crisscross applesauce. And I just take this and I will wrap it around. And you'll have excess, but then that's where your other bobby pins will come in. So I take the bobby pin and I'll start from the center and I pull across. See how this is popping off? I'm gonna just take that and really smooth it down. All right, so the bun is secure, it's nice. She's got a lot of flyaways, so what I end up doing next is I take the brush and then I spray the brush, so I'm not like encompassing her with hairspray. Spray it all over the brush. Again, less expensive hairspray, the better. Look forward. And then I just smooth everything down. You're probably gonna need to like do this a couple times because by the time they get to us after you leave the house or before they go on stage, we can touch it up. And then it just really pulls all of that together.
I have a lot of flyaways. A lot.
A lot of flyaways.
Because I wave my hair.
You wave your hair around. All right, can you turn around and show everybody? Cute. Yay. Dancer has layers in their hair. These barrettes are perfect. You can use bobby pins, but they tend to not smooth the hair down. Leora doesn't have layers, but if she did, so say this part was popping out, which these are the two areas that usually we have hair popping out. You just slide this in here and then press it in. And those really keep layers. They come in colors to match your dancer's hair. So just make sure that they're not the color of the kid's costume. Okay. So you can just add a little more gel at the end by putting some on your hair, your hands. It's really important that when you do the gel, let me take that out because we don't really need it. Look straight ahead. That if you put it directly on the hair without smoothing it through your hands, then it gets really clumpy. And then last but not least, close your eyes, close your mouth, don't breathe. That's it. We are done.
See you at recital. Mwah, mwah, mwah.